Welcome to Speciosa RX, the channel for Kratom reviews and advocating for the safe use of Kratom. Kratom versus Hydrocodone. I have personal experience using both, and let me start off by saying they are not the same, although they belong to a basically same group of drugs. They're both considered like opioids. Of course, hydrocodone, the thing about hydrocodone is it's way stronger than kratom, and the effects are much more profound. You see, there's a reason why the DEA has scheduled hydrocodone and a bunch of other opioids as Schedule 2 and left alone kratom. Well, some states have banned kratom, but kratom is mostly legal in the United States, and you can buy it from just about any smoke shop. I'm currently using kratom 2 times a day for my chronic back pain. I used to take, starting off with tramadol, and then I worked my way up to hydrocodone, and in combination with that, buprenorphine patches. It was hell getting off of those drugs. I was cut off abruptly, and I had horrible withdrawal symptoms. This due in part to the strength of these drugs, and it comes with effects that people seek out, so much so that they charge these ridiculous prices on the street for these pills, and we have the opioid epidemic in America. I'm sure you know all about that. Kratom, what I like about kratom is the effects are not so profound. This may actually be a bad thing, especially for the people who are seeking out kratom for recreational use, which, by the way, I do not advocate for. Whereas with hydrocodone, the effects are very profound. And although I took the drug as prescribed by a medical professional for a legitimate condition, I had this sense, this very particular sense of euphoria and contentment from the drug. I can only imagine what it would feel like if you took 2 or 3 times that dose. A big problem with this is you can never maintain that feeling. Your body is going to become dependent, and so is your mind. So the effects are just going to feel like nothing after you take it for a long enough time, and eventually that's where I reached, and I was okay with that because I was taking it for my pain. This is a warning to people who want to use this drug, any drug really, for recreational use. Your body will get used to that dose. You'll want a higher dose, higher and higher and higher. And next thing you know, you're strung out. And then you have to pay to fund this massive habit. It's not practical for you anymore. You're having to sell off your things. I mean, this is a story we all know very well. And over here on Speciosa RX, we do not advocate for recreational drug use. Hydrocodone, it has a use. Hydrocodone and kratom both have uses. Hydrocodone being much more effective at killing pain than kratom for some people. I mean, for me, to be honest with you, I couldn't really tell you because there was a stage in my life where I had my back pain and I was not doing any physical therapy and I was taking the drugs and I was still in pain. And then I got my physical therapy done, but that didn't resolve all the pain. So then now I'm taking kratom and it helps out a lot, not just with pain, but also with my anxiety. So it helps with my pain. I take it 2 times a day. And as far as the anxiety, it's still there, but it takes the edge off, and not so much like benzos. I still feel cognitively there no matter how much I take. Hydrocodone now, it gives that same anxiety relief, but it's amplified, and it made me lazy. I can't speak for everybody, but it made me lazy. I'm a person, I like to work out, and on kratom, I still work out. I don't feel that laziness. I mean, I'm sitting in front of this camera making this video. You know, I'm doing things. I'm taking care of my business. But with hydrocodone, it was just that much harder. Another thing, constipation. Well, constipation is a noted side effect for both kratom and hydrocodone. However, for me personally, the constipation was very bad on hydrocodone, whereas with kratom, it's there, but it's manageable. If I had to sum up this video, if you want to take hydrocodone and you have it prescribed, I'm all for it. But you should know that there are alternatives like kratom, which can be equally as effective, if not more effective, considering all the various things that kratom treats besides pain. And for me personally, if I could go back in time, I would have never taken opioids. Why? Because kratom works for me. Kratom works for me, and that's enough.